All right, hello everybody. It's been a while since I did a recipe, so I'm gonna bring a new one to you guys today. This one is for keto no-bake cookies. So it's kind of a cold, dreary day here in North Idaho, and so I just was thinking, oh, I'll bake something today, but no-bakes sound really good too. And these are super easy, just a few simple ingredients, and they have a really great fat to protein to carb ratio. So if you're doing the ketogenic nutrition plan, this fits really well with that, and it's really super simple. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take 2 tablespoons of melted butter. We use the Kerrygold grass-fed. This is kind of what it looks like, the Kerrygold, and this is the pure Irish butter. This is unsalted milk from grass-fed cows. So that's what we like to use. So you just want to melt 2 tablespoons, and I'm just using my KitchenAid here. I'm gonna drag it over so you can see. So I'm gonna detach that for right now. 2 tablespoons of the melted butter. If you're doing a dairy-free thing, you can always get you can always have options as far as not using butter if you'd like to. I believe, I don't remember. I would have to look and see exactly what the options are, but there are options for dairy-free instead of using butter. And the next thing you're going to use, oops, I grabbed that too quick, is 2/3 cup of any nut butter of your choice. So you can use almond butter, you can use cashew butter, you can use peanut butter, whatever you choose to use. I would recommend either making it yourself. You can do this at the grocery store. A lot of grocery stores have these machines where you can grind up your cashews, your peanuts, your almonds. That way you know you're getting something that doesn't have a ton of sugar in it. So either doing that or making sure that whatever you get off the shelf has no sugars in it. So a lot of the peanut butters that you'll grab off the shelf especially will have a ton of added sugars. Some of the ones marketed even as, oh geez, I just spilled all over myself. Some of the ones marketed even as healthy, as far as almond butter goes, will also have a ton of sugar in them. So yeah, so I gotta go wash my shirt after this. Awesome. Anyways, moving on. So this is peanut butter, and we like to shop at Winco, and we just use the little machine there that is by the bulk section, and we just grind this up ourselves. I often use almond butter too, but this is what we have. I'm just using whatever we have in the pantry right now. I'm not making a special trip to the store because that's how we roll around here. So that's 2/3 cup of any nut butter of your choice. It smells so good. Alrighty, that's that. And then you are going to use 1 cup of coconut. This is just an unsweetened organic coconut flakes. Definitely want to be making sure that you're not just grabbing the stuff off the shelf that has a ton of added sugar. So once again, sugar is pretty much in everything, and you have to check and make sure that you are not adding a ton of extra sugars into your nutrition plan if you're trying to be conscious and aware of that. It's a huge thing that's happening here in our food industry. It's pretty sad. So we have 1 cup of the unsweetened organic coconut, and that's going in there too. So the next thing you want is going to be your sweetener of choice. You can use monk fruit, that's a great sweetener as well. You can use stevia. This is just some stevia in the raw. I like to have it more fine and powdered. You can either buy it that way, or you can do it yourself by putting it in your blender and just getting it to a finer consistency. And so I'm gonna start mixing this, and I'm gonna add in, if you're using liquid stevia, you're gonna use about 4 drops. This is pretty concentrated. This is probably about 1.5 tablespoons, and I'm just gonna add a little bit and see what, I just do it by taste, just to check it out and see. Sometimes you want it a little less sweet, stevia. The last thing, this is optional if you wanted to. You can leave your no-bake keto cookies just like that if you'd like, or if you want to, you can just add a little bit of cocoa powder, unsweetened natural cocoa powder. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of this, probably about a tablespoon, I'd say roughly. And you're gonna add that in there and blend it up. And this doesn't make a huge batch of cookies, it's actually pretty small, so you could always increase your recipe if you'd like to, if you want a bigger batch, if you're going to a party and you want to take these or something. And so I'm going to open this up and I'm going to test it out and see if I like how sweet they are. It smells so good. And that's pretty good. I don't think I need to add any more sweetener to it. I'm gonna get a clean spoon now. And you're going to make just a small little cookie. You don't want it to be too big. I'd say maybe an inch, maybe an inch and a half. And these are gonna be really sticky, so probably just about a little bit of a spoonful there. And I've got a cookie sheet. I don't know if you can see it. I've got all my tools on it. And I lined it with wax paper. So I'm gonna take this now, and I'm just gonna drop it on the cookie sheet with the waxed paper. I'll move these things so I can show you. And there we go. So you're gonna put it on your cookie sheet just like that. Cool. And then you're gonna finish doing that with the rest that you have in here. Like I said, this doesn't make a huge batch of cookies. It's pretty small. You'll probably get about maybe 8 to 10 out of this. And then you're gonna wanna put it in the fridge. You need to put it in the fridge so that it can set, so that it can be the right consistency, so that it's not, if you've ever made no-bake cookies before, you know that. And then you want to keep them in the fridge though after they are set, because if you don't, if you keep them out on your countertop, they're going to get this weird sticky consistency. Remember, all these ingredients that you're using are natural. There are no preservatives, so these do not last like regular cookies do. You want to make them fresh. You want to eat them within, probably about a week, because they just don't have a shelf life like the things that have tons and tons of preservatives. So make sure that you keep them in the fridge as well for when you're not eating them, so that they have a good consistency. And that's it. It's really basic and simple, and something that you can take as a treat. I can always post the macro ratios and a little bit more information on the monk fruit sweetener here if you'd like me to. And I hope that gave you just a good idea on a nice, simple keto cookie no-bake snack that you can make that's really, really quick and really, really tasty. So have a great rest of your day. Thanks for checking it out.